Welcome to another episode of the Back Catalogue Chris Cast. This is the Chris Cast where we, and by we I mean me, Chris, and my co-host / co-founder Chris. We dive into the streaming service. We tell you, the listener and the viewer, what is worth it in the most wonderful time of the year. It's the Chris Cast, man. We're doing Christmas things.
It's the Chris Cast. We're doing Christmas things. We're both Chris.
Yeah. I mean, there's no better trio than Chris, and Christmas.
There's absolutely no better trio. But if you want to add like another element to that trio, we can do some dry brine, dry brine on a turkey.
Is this still related to the names and like sounds of Chris?
Bro, did you watch this Donna Hay Chris?
I did.
She didn't tell you about the dry brine versus the wet brine?
Dude, she did tell me about the dry brine versus the wet brine.
Yeah.
But I got confused because I thought you said brine.
Brine. I mean, dry brine. I wouldn't want a wet brine.
I mean, a wet brine might be more fun, but that's neither here nor there. Because Chris just said we're doing Donna Hay's very own Christmas
special.
Well, it's just called Donna Hay Christmas.
Donna Hay Christmas.
That's all it's called. Donna Hay Christmas. Full episodes on Disney+. Now, we're going through this because, it is the most wonderful time of the year, and sometimes you got to do cooking things on the most wonderful time of the year. And, I don't know about you, Chris, but I'm doing cooking things. And by cooking things means I'm just watching people cook because I can't cook.
Yeah, I'm starving at this point in the timeline of my life. I'm starving.
Yeah. Now we are for this episode today. We are specifically doing episode 2, the main event.
The main event, because that's the main event, and this is the main event.
When it comes to things that have Chris at the start of it, there's 3 main events. 2 of them are here. One of them's on the 25th of December. You know what I'm saying? This is where we're at.
I mean, no truer words have been spoken.
So I'm just going to give you the synopsis. We're going to get into this. Donna creates Christmas classics and new contenders for the most delicious festive mains yet. We're here. What we're going to talk about today is we're going to get into the food because we're hungry, you're hungry, as the listener and the viewer, I'm sure you're hungry.
But also you and I, we're chefs. We're in the kitchen. We're doing Gordon Ramsay things. We're doing Donna Hay things. We're doing Jamie Oliver things.
Yeah.
So we're going to be critiquing these foods as a true chef would.
This is exactly right. And I've got notes on, not actual physical notes, but I've notes on the different foods, the ones that I liked, the ones that I didn't like. But also we're going to talk about the presentation of this cooking show in itself because I got things to say about that.
All right.
A back to regular programming real quick. I unfortunately made a mistake. I realized that I wasn't hungry enough to talk about this episode. So we've taken some time. I'm hungry now. We're going to talk about the main event. Now, Chris, in this episode, we go to what looks like Sydney or New South Wales.
And what makes you think that?
I don't know. It just looks like you've got.
It looks like people are rich.
You got these mansions on the seaside.
I mean, that looks like unsafety.
I mean, that's unsafety
because that's on a cliff.
Yeah, I mean, given the way that this world has changed over the last 24 months in regards to climate things, those houses may be upside down by 2024.
They might be, having you've got a 500 square meter block of land. You might have 498 the next year.
Or you might just have your block of land is now in the Atlantic Ocean.
That's right.
Because you've just been washed away and you've been driven to the Atlantic
I mean,
Ocean.
unlikely it's an Atlantic Ocean unless you go real far.
But I mean, it depends on how sturdy the build is.
That's true. Because you could be well, I've built this house, but it's also a houseboat. Like that James Bond car, you can go on the drive and it can go on the waves.
Yeah, and I've seen that James Bond car that goes on the drive and goes on the waves. But I haven't seen a house that does that yet. But these could be the ones.
I mean, Elon Musk is doing Neuralink. You link in your brain. I'm sure they can do house and driving things and waves. I'm sure someone could do it. And if someone can do it, it's Elon Musk, or it's you or I.
It's the Chris's. It could be the 2 Chris's. Now, here's the thing, Chris. With this episode, and what I'm assuming is the other episodes. I haven't watched the other episodes as of yet. I don't know if you have, Chris. We're going to do a live react.
I haven't. We may do a live react.
We may do.
We may be too hungry after this. We might have to get something to eat.
Yeah. This, for me, as a critic and as a food lover, this episode was too clean.
Yeah. You know, I was taking note of that as well because I mopped my kitchen today. It's on my to-do list. I said mop kitchen because the kitchen dirty. When we're cooking, there's pots and pans flying everywhere. There's sauce on the backsplash. It's on the floor. It's on the ceiling somehow.
Yeah. But chaos in the kitchen is how Scorsese intended.
That's right.
You know? This is what lets me down. We'll get into the food, but this is what lets me down initially if I'm going to be picky, is that Scorsese intended it to be chaotic.
I mean, that's why Gordon Ramsay out here yelling. Because he knows what Scorsese.
But also, you're not only thinking about Gordon Ramsay thing, you're thinking about the back catalogue Chris cast, you're thinking about Christmas things. Christmas cooking is never as easy as it looks on this page right here. And by this page, I mean Donna Hayes' very own kitchen. Yeah,
but also she's gone, this is, these 7 dishes are great to make for a Christmas feast. And you need like 4 hours total time, or you need to somehow juggle an industrial sized kitchen to actually have enough hot plates for all the things. You need about 5-6 ovens. Because you got ham, you got quiche, you got turkey, you got potatoes.
Dude, you need
that's four things needed the oven.
That's true. You need about 5-6 ovens, and like 6 of those ovens are just for that ham, that Flintstone style ham.
Yeah,
that ham was wild.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get into the food in a little bit, but this is the thing that I did not like about it, because we want kitchens to be chaotic. There's episodes that Ready Steady Cook, for example. There's chaos. There's chaos that ensues in that, and I know that is a game show versus almost ASMR like cooking experience that was shown here. But the other thing is, who is this aimed at? It's aimed at the average person. No average person's kitchen looks like Donna Hayes' kitchen, if that is really her kitchen. I mean, like Chris, your kitchen doesn't look like that.
I mean, look, I've got the outlook over the cliff. Like on one of the bays, I got that.
You do have
it's
that.
Just a picture that I've printed out, but I got it. So Donna Hay and I are not too much different.
Right. That's right. So we're going to get into a bit of that later, but let's get into the food now. So we're going to get into the starters of this dish.
As you're doing that, I'm just imagining someone trying to do this in their own ham, or Donna Hay for that very matter, because she don't have 4 or 5 ovens. No. She's got one oven. We saw one oven. Unless she's got one hiding in the back. There's no, we are, Chris, you and I, we are of Italian and Greek descent. My nonna's got a shed full of fridges. She hasn't got a shed full of ovens.
No. That's right. You got storage things, but you don't have heating things.
No, that's right. So Donna Hayes knocking on like these doors of these rich folk. Dude's like wiping on his Lambo. Hey, man, I've got a ham hock. You got like a 4x5 meter oven.
But the man's be like, yeah, I do. I actually do. Yeah. Hey, but I also got a turkey. You got space for the turkey?
Nah, but John next door. Can you imagine that?
This would be, and this is where I think that this is a set.
Oh, I have to be,
because that could be cold. There is a family that enjoys this feast at the end of the episode.
That's actually one of the things I was thinking about was, are these actors and actresses? Are these people that are these actually Donna Hayes' mates? Like,
Chris, listen to this. I believe that I'm a good judge of character just from looking at people.
Yeah.
Right? I judged you. I said, Chris, not only is your name Chris like mine, but also you are a person that I need to do the back catalogue with. I judged that just by looking at you. What I judged by looking at this group of people is that they didn't seem too happy with each other for the majority of the time. Like, if you actually look at their faces, like, they're not happy.
If you actually judge them on face value, because that's all we got. One dude says something. He says, hey, do you want this here or here? And Donna's like, bro, I don't know. It's not my house.
The other thing is, none of those people getting through any of that food.
Nah.
Did you see what they were, what the demographic was? It was like two older people, one younger couple, and a child.
Yeah.
2 children.
Two children. And one of them was a baby.
Like, you can't put a ham hock in a baby's mouth.
Yeah, and they were all dressed in, they pretty much were all dressed in white. There was one person that had pink on, And Donna Hay made a joke like, hey, you know, this is for you, for your white dress or something like, don't get this on your dress. Bro, everyone in white.
Yeah. And you're doing a beetroot salad.
You're doing a beetroot salad, looking like the Kim Kardashian, like that photo, they're all in white. That's what it looks like on this cliff face.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, man, I love a beetroot salad. Like, we could get into the foods, and we will.
We will. Radicchio is not for me, though. When you're looking at that much radicchio.
That's a lot of radicchio,
That's
right?
a lot of radicchio is bitter as.
Yeah.
And that's not a lot of dressing.
It's ridiculous.
See, when the Itals do radicchio,
Yeah.
it's like oil with like a side of radicchio.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if you're looking at that a level of radicchio, you may as well just be eating 98% like cacao chocolate. You know what I mean? I don't even know if they go that high.
I don't even know what that is.
That's just bitter.
That's just bitter.
That's just like you taking a bite of dirt.
Like you got the lemon lime bitters, hold the lemon lime.
Extra bitters, you know?
Extra bitters.
Let's go through the starters. So the two first ones, like, we pit them against each other. There's only one I'm eating out of those two.
I mean, my main issue with so you've got the potato gratin.
Potato gratin, which is just like potatoes cut into slices and
a bit
like
of cheese,
spread out.
which I actually think that's a good one.
I love that.
I don't know what a gratin is,
Yeah.
but that dish,
I'm just hungry now.
you're just hungry. I'm hungry. We're leaving this and we're going out to find something to eat.
As I'm thinking about this gratin.
Yeah.
You know?
So the gratin, this started off. Donna Hay started off strong.
Yeah.
Because she's going, you know what the worst thing about a gratin is? You have to clean the things. And bro, tell me about it. I've cleaned the gratin plate in my day.
She specifically said this takes 4 hours.
Yeah. And she's going, well, you just put it on the baking paper, you parcel it up, you put it in the post office, you send it to someone.
Man.
And then Merry Christmas gratin.
And
but for real,
yeah,
that is a good.
That's a tip.
That's a good thing because you can just put it in there. You don't have to worry about it. You just put it in the bottom thing of the oven, and everyone's like, "Here you go. Here's your Kris Kringle."
And it comes as a package as well. That's you're not only do you get it to stop you from cleaning that plate, but also you give that to the person who's going to eat it. They're like, "Bro, what is this present?" They open up gratins.
Bro, I wanted a Nintendo.
I mean, if you were looking for a Nintendo Switch and you got a gratin, like, your attitude's going to switch.
Your attitude's
going to it's not going to be happy, Chris.
Well, I mean, if you smell that gratin and it smells good.
Man, that gratin alone was enough for me to be excited about this cooking show.
Yeah.
The other thing that got me excited and starting off with a bang, like, Donna Hay just straight up like in the jean suit.
The overalls kind of, or not it's like the jean suit.
It's like coveralls, but it's like a jean suit, because they got the collar.
Yeah.
I like that outfit.
Yeah, that was a fit.
Like, and that's Donna Hay's cooking outfit, because when she went out to serve the food, she went in the jean suit.
Nah, she had to put that white linen on.
Yeah, dude. And I mean, that's summer. That's that's seaside things.
That's seaside things.
The other starter, which was asparagus, just wrapped
was beans.
Was it beans?
It was beans.
It was green beans. That's right.
Green beans
wrapped in
prosciutto.
Yeah, prosciutto. Not a fan of that.
Well, look, I'm a fan of prosciutto. I'm a fan of prosciutto, as well. Yeah. But how are you eating that? Because it's green beans, and if you know what a green bean is, it's a pencil sized thing of bean, I guess.
It's a string
for the people playing at home who don't have who don't have the internet next to you, and you're strictly meats.
Yeah.
It's long, thin, green, and she just wraps them with prosciutto, and then she puts a bit of some dressing or whatever. How are you eating that? Are you picking it up by one end of the bean and just taking a bite off it? Because you're wrapping it in prosciutto. How are you eating that with the prosciutto?
Now, from a Christmas perspective, it again looks like a parcel of sorts. Like, it looks like it's being wrapped up.
And you got the red and green.
Here's the thing, though. You have to cut that with a knife and a fork. But prosciuttos, if you're cutting prosciuttos with knives and forks, you're gonna be moving that prosciutto around. You're not cutting through it.
Forget it. You're getting one bite of the green beans with the prosciuttos, and then the rest is just beans.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's fine if the dressing is real good, but if you're gonna wrap something in prosciuttos, it's got to be bite sized.
This is right. So then it's half prosciuttos, half whatever the other ingredient is.
That's right.
This is where you just go for just a general Greek salad, right? Because you can mix all those ingredients together, right? And you're still getting summer vibes with a Greek salad. You go for just a classic Italian tomato salad, right?
I mean, those two things, Greek salad and tomato salad, are some of the best things out there.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. And you were hungry
when I
on
came
arrival.
Here. Yeah, I had a banana and just a spoonful of peanut
You
butter.
ate twice before you came.
I ate twice before I came to this podcast. The next thing I think visually is stunning. And when you like, we've talked about this before, but there's this quiche in this episode. I think it's a quiche. Is that how they refer to it?
Yeah, something.
That you have to have like a certificate 3 in excavating to get through that thing.
Bro, but you know what? I'll give this to Donna Hay. She went through all the steps and she's got the tips. She's thinking about, hey, you know, because you have to put the pastry, you roll it out, and you got to put the pastry in the kind of
in the cake, the pie tin.
Yeah, the pie tin. It's not the tin because it's just the outskirts. I mean, heads do cooking, no.
Like skirts, yeah.
Skirts. And she's going, oh yeah, you got to press it in, and when when it's a bit hot, you kind of don't push it into the corners. You lift it from the top and then drop it down.
Yeah,
and that's good things. You know, every time I do pastry now, that's what I'm going to do.
I mean, Donna Hay in this episode specifically, obviously in the other episodes, she's doing tips.
Yeah.
She's doing tips that will save you time, save you money.
That's right.
Right, because time is money and money is time.
Yeah.
I also loved in that episode, that specific part of the meal, is that Donna Hay straight up just, like, that was an art piece.
Yeah.
Like, she had
with
the spinach
sage,
leaves on the side.
Sage, not spinach, it was sage.
It was sage on the side?
It was sage.
I mean, it could have been spinach.
It could have been, you know, some sort of leaf. It could have just been like gum leaves.
It was a leafy green, wasn't it?
It was a leafy green.
Yeah.
She put leaves on she buttered or oiled the outskirts of the tin.
Yeah.
And put sage leaves there. So when the pastry cooks, it then has an imprint of, like, the sage leaves are on the outside. Yeah. I mean, that's presentation.
That looked good. And it almost seemed like it looked so good that it was digital, like it was put on there by some sort of machine. But that's Donna Hay's very own.
But I mean, we'll try that and we'll see what happens.
I mean, we'll fail.
We will, but
yeah.
Then we can say, like, Donna Hay, you lied to us.
Yeah. Now, this is when we start to don't worry about that, like, you know.
Donna Hay, if you ever listen to this, I mean, we're all for your cooking.
Look,
because that was top tier cooking. I don't know why I'm saying this now. I should say that, but just in case, because normally people don't get past about 10, 15 minutes.
Put this at the start of the episode. Just cut it out.
I'm not putting it at the start of this episode.
This is what I'm thinking right now.
Okay.
If Donna's listening, or if just me and you are listening, like Chris and Chris, we're listening, we should do a cooking show just as Scorsese intended it, right? And it's essentially the most chaotic cooking. We could call it chaotic cooking with Chris and Chris.
Chris and Chris.
Okay.
Well, that's the 3 C's.
That's the
4 C's. Chaotic cooking with Chris and Chris.
That's right.
Or it could be just with Chris, because that's kind of plural.
But also, like, Chris and Chris is funny.
Yeah.
You know, and like, who knows? They don't know that in fact, our names.
Or we could do something like Too Fast Too Furious. We could do like Chris Chaos, Chris Cooking.
Chrissy Chaos is a podcast though, so we might get caught.
Chris Chaos.
Chrissy Chaos, yeah.
Yeah, but we're not doing Chrissy Chaos.
No. But yes.
Your name's not Chrissy. My name's not Chrissy.
No, but you put a Y at the end. It's Chrissy.
Yeah, but it's not Chrissy.
But it's not. Here's an episode. I've got you 2 episodes right now that I was thinking about while I was watching this.
Yeah.
Due to the lack of chaos. Now, Donna Hay, you can be involved in this to be like, not only our muse, but also our support network as to how to do cooking things.
Yeah, and Donna, we'll fly over to Sydney. We'll sit on the edge of the cliff and we'll do chaos cooking.
Say there is an episode, right, where it's you and me, we're doing cooking things. You're helping me with the cooking. I'm the main man's doing the cooking.
Because
right?
I can't cook.
No, because you're going to be cooking the next episode.
Oh.
I eat one of those like hot ass gummy bears, but it's just cooking things, right?
Well, you're cooking while you do that.
While that's gone, and I got to just keep following the ingredients.
So you're saying we got to do cooking things, but there's some sort of challenge. That's like one of us will have to be on a treadmill.
Well, this is my next one.
I'll be chopping the garlic and I'll be on a treadmill.
This is the next episode right here. You have a shake weight in one hand. You got to do cooking things.
You got the Ab King Pro. We'll do everything made for TV. Those made for TV.
That's made for
like
TV cooking.
Not made for TV cooking, but just all the things like get in shape, the butt blaster, and you're on that thing and you're trying to chop the garlic.
Like we do an outdoor cooking session, we're on rollerblades.
I mean, that's cooking.
I mean, is that an episode
Cooking.
that's going to
danger, but that's cooking.
but that's going to get views?
Yeah, we'll have to use blunt knives only.
Yeah, look, I'm thinking there's certain episodes where things will
We
be
got to
cut
do
up in.
preparation before.
Yeah. But you know that's you got a season or something there,
You got a season or something.
and it doesn't take long. You say one episode, I'm cooking a chicken sandwich. We eat chicken sandwiches after. How good are they going to be?
And we're on rollerblades.
And we're on rollerblades.
And we just gunning it down with like a road.
Yeah. And like salmonella's flying everywhere.
And salmonella's flying everywhere.
We're like that man's, in the early days of TikTok that was going down the road with a skateboard, eating cereal, but instead we just got salmonella flying everywhere. Like E. coli's are hitting people on the face.
Dude, E. coli's, they'll get you.
Don't worry about that. Like, what was the salad called again?
The radicchio salad.
Radicchio. Don't worry about the radicchio.
Nah, that was a miss. Honestly, that was the only thing that I thought, nah, that ain't for me. Even the leek, honestly, when she was cooking up the leek, I was thinking, man, I think I could do with some leek.
Yeah, you have to have a leek, like a leek and potato soup.
Nah, see, I've never had, because
Man.
when you say leek, I'm thinking I got to go outside and I got to empty my bladder.
Yeah, like you're thinking like there's a leak on the boat, like from that movie. It's always cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
Yeah, Jaws with the shark.
With the
That's
shark.
the one.
That's right.
And that one there, I'm looking at that. I'm going, this looks great. I don't really like cheese that much either, but I'm like, maybe I like Gruyere.
Dude, this
Because
man's
Donna Hay making me look like I want Gruyere.
Chris. Can't believe you would say that. I don't
What?
like cheese,
What's wrong with that?
Like, I mean, cheese is just...
Okay. I don't like strong cheese and I don't like cheese by itself. But melted cheese, I'll be here for it.
Man, I'm real hungry right now.
Yeah.
I'm just salivating so much that my life...
All right, so should we go on to the next thing? What was the next thing? No, you
'cause-
want to keep going.
No. I agree. That leek, there's a lot of leek in there. But if you have a leek and potato soup, man, on a winter's day,
Yeah.
that might change your life.
Well, maybe we'll just have to do leek and potato soup.
I mean, that's, with a shake weight.
Right.
Let's just talk about the two big ones, the main events.
I'm not a turkey man.
Yeah. Turkey can be dry sometimes.
Every turkey I've had has been dry.
Yeah, see, that's most of the time.
Yeah.
That is most of the time. That's just because that turkey ain't cooked the way it should be. They should be doing, dry brines as opposed to...
Bro, Donna
as opposed to
Hay,
wet
that
brines.
turkey looked tender.
I know.
That was one thing I was going, is my oven big enough? And, will I get enough use out of a whole turkey? And the answer to both of those questions are no. But I still want to try a dry brine of turkey because my goodness, that looked good.
Well, I mean, you could just dry brine a chicken.
That's true.
That's
I could
probably
do
a lot
chicken.
more,
One of them
manageable.
Coles hot chickens, I could just do that.
Yeah.
Just dry brine that fella.
Get the pre-cooked ones and just dry brine.
absolutely.
Like, that's going to be dry as hell if you dry brine something that's already been cooked and sitting in an oven for like 48 hours. I don't know how long they have.
I mean, you're talking slow cooking, that's slow cooking.
That's slow cooking. The turkey made me laugh because turkey has been one of the most dangerous things in the American lands because they do Thanksgiving, they do turkey things. Over Thanksgiving, a lot of people got into deep frying turkeys, just a full turkey deep fried, right? But what they were doing was they were getting a frozen turkey that's still frozen, putting it in the deep fry.
That's great because then you just got the breading and that's it. That's all you can eat.
That's all you can eat because your house is on fire.
Oh,
Because if you put something really cold into a deep fryer, like hot, like bubbling, boiling hot liquids, oils, that thing is just going to spray everywhere. It's going to essentially explode.
so they don't even get to the breading.
And people have ended up burning their houses because of turkeys. So now heads do it outside. They're in Thanksgiving. This is not warm times in the United States.
But why
United States?
Why
Chris.
are they deep frying a frozen turkey? Don't you
Because-
defrost them fellas first?
Yeah, but because people be thinking like, bro, how am I going to defrost it? It's these United States. Climate change hasn't warmed things up just yet. It's still cold. So they're putting it in there and it's still cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's wild. So people have now moved to going outside to deep fry their turkeys. They've just got in a big vat and they
I
just
don't know
chuck
if
it in
deep
there.
frying a turkey sounds like the whole thing. Because when you're talking deep fried chicken, it's little bits. You just got the wing, the leg, the tenders.
Yeah.
You're not doing the whole bird.
Man. But if you did, though, that'd be pretty good, right?
Yeah, but would it be that good?
You get a deep fried breast.
Yeah,
deep
no,
fried
no, I'm
wing.
saying the whole thing, because only the outers.
Yeah, but I'd eat them, though.
I mean, at the moment, you'd eat anything. All right?
Like if someone came into here, like I've just got this big old deep fried chicken right here, just the whole thing. It's sitting there, it looks like a chicken. Like you thought it still had hairs on it because it was that like brown deep fried, right? It was just that, like you scrape your knife over it, it's deep fried like that. You take that first bite, you crunch into it. It's crunchy on the outside, juicy on the inside. You tell me you wouldn't want to eat the whole thing?
I wouldn't.
Come on now. I mean, what if they prepared it while they were like doing a shake weight? You know?
I'll be all in then. I'll be all in.
Now the main event. I'm going to be honest with you right now. We live in a weird time where we just got a whole hunk of ham just on a table.
That's a big ham.
That is one of the biggest pieces of ham I've ever seen. And now look, I love nothing more than the day after Christmas, Boxing Day, making sandwiches with the leftover ham.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have that leftover ham, you get it out the fridge, you put it in a sandwich, you put some accoutrement on there, you might put some chutney on there as well. You eat that, oh man.
I mean, even if you don't eat that, that's great.
You smell it, you're like, oh, I can only smell the chutney because really, like, ham's been in the fridge, hasn't really got that much of a smell. I looked at that ham though, and that put me off ham for a while.
Really?
Until at least the 25th of December.
Really?
Yeah, because like it was just too much. It looked like a Flintstone thing.
No,
it looked
looked good.
It looked like Yabba Dabba Doo.
Bro, but tell me, you double glaze a ham, you're never going back.
I mean, if you double glaze a ham the way they did it, and that was dangerous. Donna Hay said it herself. That was dangerous.
That's right. Like, what would happen? I might double glaze a ham this weekend, and I might never come back. You might never see me again.
Dude, I'll tell you. And like, really, the only people that legally can glaze things are Krispy Kreme. So you're going to do double glazed. So that's like double indemnity.
I'm going to have crispy and cream coming after me.
That's crazy.
That ham looked good with the juniper berries.
Yeah, the juniper berries are good.
Bro, the glaze, nah, that's good. That's good. I don't mind a bit of ham. Sometimes it's a bit too sweet, I find. But that, oh man, that looked good.
A bit too sweet if they have like a hickory
like
glaze.
Honey glazed ham or something like that.
Yeah. Hickory, honey. Yeah, honey. Anyway.
I mean, for me, Donna Hayes, I mean, that's innovation. I don't know. I don't watch any other cooking shows ever. So I don't know what other heads are doing.
You will watch the Chris, Chaotic Cooking with Chris.
Yeah, Chaotic Cooking with Chris and Chris.
Chris and Chris, yeah.
Bro, that's a mouthful. So will the food be.
So will the food be, dude. And that's where we live. That's where we learn.
Yeah.
And we yearn for more food. That's just something
you've said that 4 or 5 times today. I didn't even know if that was in your vocabulary.
I must have only heard it like this week because like if I hear a new word, like I'll say it for the week.
Yeah, because you wanna try it out. You wanna take it for a spin.
Yeah, because that might be your word.
Might be your word. I don't think yearn is anyone's word.
Yeah,
realistically.
That's true. So Vincent, would you want to sit at the table? Like not necessarily with those people, but for in regards to the food.
I'd sit there with those people.
Yeah, I ain't sitting there with those people.
I'm sitting with those people.
What are they going to talk to you about? Bro, interest rates.
Well, what am I going to say anyway?
You won't say anything.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll eat my food and I'll leave.
Or you could say, welcome to the Back Catalogue Chris cast.
That's right. I'll do a Chris cast there while I'm eating the whole hock of ham.
You just grab the hock of ham.
I'll have 2 bites because like that'll be enough for me.
That's a 2-handed hock of ham as well.
That's a 2-handed hock of ham.
You have to hold that like a baby and just eat it.
I mean, I'm there for that dinner.
Yeah, that dinner looked amazing. And like I'm lightheaded just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like we got tortellines in the fridge.
We do.
We just might have to eat that on while we're doing the live reaction to the other Donna Hay episode.
Watching live reacting to Donna Hay while eating tortellini from the fridge.
Oh man, Chris, listen. Let's give this just a flat 7 out of 10.
Bro, I'm going to give this an 8.5 because the only thing that I was thinking, I wasn't putting 2 and 2 together was for the bundles. Actually, and the radicchio. Maybe a 7.5.
Yeah, I can't go above a 7 because we're doing ridiculous and we're doing like...
That's right. And salad is a bit, I'm out here for salad.
Mm. You do a Greek salad, man. That's all you need. You do a tomato salad.
See, I used to not like the Greek salad because I didn't like the fetas.
Yeah.
But I've been privy to the fetas lately, and I like how they put the olives in there.
And that olive oil, like good olive oil.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You get on the cucumbers. You getting on the cucumbers.
Oh, Donna, hey, get us over there. We'll make you up. I can actually do a killer tomato salad.
Dude, I mean, you do a
Because
killer tomato
realistically,
salad.
you got a bit of balsamic oil, or you got a bit of salt. You just get oil.
Man.
You get some of Nonna's tomatoes, probably when they're in season. My partner was making fun of me because I was smelling the tomatoes at the supermarket. Being like, what? How do you? I said they smell stronger if they're better. I said these don't smell like nothing. I had to eat them because
I mean, Donna knows that,
else.
and that's why Donna needs you.
that doesn't make sense.
No, because like, you know, same strokes for the same folks. You know what I mean? Like you work together.
Okay.
But here's the thing, Chris.
Donna, this is what. Yeah, I know, Chris. I know. Sit down, Chris. Just eat your toasted sandwiches with your Gruyere.
Oh, bro.
All right, that's
I'm
it.
hungry, man.
That's it.
Chris.
Stay blessed.
Hey. That was Donna Hey Christmas. This has been the Back Catalogue.
Talk soon.
Talk soon.